I looked at the demographics of my subscribers 2 nights ago, and man, you're a smart bunch. Most of my subscribers are between 34 and 54, with 24 to 34 following up. Most of you have higher education, those that actually disclose. So I feel we can go a little bit deeper than what you normally find. So, ladies and gentlemen, time is almost up. Why do I say that? The distraction is in place, and it's a very important distraction. What was it, 24 hours ago-ish? President Trump signed an executive order to release the information on the assassinations of JFK, RFK, and MLK. Now, when you go into the rabbit hole on those assassinations, you really see that we are living in a world that still to this day is dealing with the effects of those assassinations. Even 60 years later, the effects are still there. Now, if you want to go into detail on that, look up here on YouTube, Dark Journalist, Daniel List. I consider him a friend. We're at least acquaintances, and he's a wonderful guy. Now, I'll put the link in the description for Dark Journalist, and definitely look into his interviews with Dr. Joseph Farrell, Oxford scholar, etc. You'll gain a lot of information. Daniel, that's his name, is a full-on journalist. He is documentarian, an interviewer, the real deal. So, what do I mean by distraction? For the normies, they're going to be really talking about that. For the normie media, aka the mainstream, what I call the lamestream media, they're really going to be talking about that. And they're not going to have the normies notice the executive orders that are hitting the channels today regarding crypto. Now, so we have the distraction in place, and it's a brilliant one. We have the new executive orders for American-made crypto, such as XRP, XLM, HBAR, SHX, Algo. And remember, I was saying Algo's next. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, I got a feeling time is running out. And for whatever reason, in the YouTube algorithm, they suggested a video. I don't follow this channel. I'll see if I can find it and put a link to it. Name of the channel is Mom's Check In, and she was talking about a prophetic dream that she had about January 25th. I watched it. I gave it the benefit of the doubt because personally, I think there's science that doesn't necessarily back up, but lends to psychic powers being legitimate for at least some people. And when you look at the history of prophecy, it just seems to come to random people, especially when you really dig into the Old Testament. Now, all that being said, this lady discussed about January 25th and that it's a standout day, that something's going to happen. Now, today's what, the 24th? So, you know, it's just very interesting. So, time is running out? Most likely so. Will it run out tomorrow, Saturday? Sure, why not? It doesn't necessarily mean that it's definite, but it's at least in the ballpark, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what is most important. I gotta get past this person that can't make a right on red. Okay. Now, all that being said, we got a lot coming down the pipe. when it comes to all these cryptos. They have been working in the background for years, fighting off the cabal and the lawfare that's been going on from the cabal to everybody else. Because this cabal, remember, believes in destruction first. That's why they have the metaphor of the phoenix. They believe everything must be destroyed, and from the ashes, things reborn. And that, when you really research into what we call ancient civilizations, that was a very popular belief. Now, what you also want to consider is that there is an alternative from that, and that is metamorphosis. You look at a caterpillar becoming a butterfly. It's secured in its pod, and then it emerges. It has struggle, and with that struggle, it gains new abilities. Got dodge these potholes. Whee! Alrighty. Now, there's another one. Okay, good. Now, we are becoming the butterfly. We are the caterpillar coming out of the cocoon. And the cocoon has been how we've been, I'm not going to say sheltered, but perhaps we could say sheltered by a fiat currency system that pushed our inflation onto other people. Now, I was speaking we in the United States and arguably the extended Western republics. Our debt through our treasuries being pushed upon others and them getting sick of it. Can't say I blame them. And that's what led to the BRICS. Now, all that being said, it really could happen tomorrow. We could have a situation where overnight it happens. And that came from a post from initially someone at Davos. At least that's the first time I ever heard of it. Pardon me, quite a few years ago. So it was a conspiracy theory back then. Arguably, it's becoming reality. And I'm just going to leave it there. I'm going to leave you hanging on that one. I highly suggest, if you're not into crypto, like last night I visited a very good friend of mine, mentor of mine. He's in his 70s now, I believe. And he just can't wrap his head around crypto. I went up to his house, a county away. I visited him. He still didn't get it, so he wasn't quite ready to get in on crypto yet. And I totally understand. What the hell? Just wandering into my lane like you own it. Wow. Sorry about that. And so I get it. Some people just don't get crypto, and they need to get it before they put their money into it. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are on the fence about crypto, please, 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 tonight, set aside time. Turn off that daggone TV. No matter what channel you watch of the cabal media empires, and just put your head into the crypto. And you just realize that this is the blending, the melding of tech and finance. And it's just next level finance. If necessary, try to understand the basic terms that are used in finance today. And then sit back and say, how do I wrap my head around this? And how would I make it something digital? So, just put your head into it, ladies and gentlemen. Time is almost out. It's plausible it's going to happen tonight, because usually this kind of crazy stuff happens on weekends. So, just get ready, ladies and gentlemen. We got everything lined up. We got the distraction. We got prophecy. We got just so much going on. We got Bitcoin Maxis freaking out. That's another thing. That's huge. And yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to, as you know, I'm on my work site, so I gotta go park. So please make sure that you take a look at what crypto is if you're not in it. If you're already in it, you're ahead of the game. Make sure you're into those currencies, US made currencies. Don't believe the hype, because we're not hyping people on this channel. We actually look at the tech, etc. And if you've done all this stuff already and you're good, that's great. Take a look at Daniel at Dark Journalist. You'll be very impressed as to why Trump ordering the release of this information is such a big deal. And it really is a big deal. You know, usually the distractions are nothing but fluff. In this case, this is far from fluff. Oh, wow. So, all right, I'm parking right now, ladies and gentlemen. So, do take care, be well, stay safe, be good to each other, and make sure you help your friends, your elders, etc., because you need the people that you love that are older to be secure, because who knows what's going to happen next. All right, everybody, take care. Peace.